Here I am in Heywood, about to meet one of my sources. Reached out to me probably about 3 or 4 months ago, connected to the cartels and connected specifically to this building behind me, which was a takeaway at the time. This was the building behind me. You can see the red frontage shutters. That was the building where so many of these young women were groomed and gang raped. So that's where I am, and yeah, shocking, absolutely shocking. And the more we uncover, the more this scandal grows.
Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them.
This corner of the upstairs area, there was 3 mattresses down the side of the gable end. When I came in and found them. At the back of the building, there's also another room where you step down into it, and there was another mattress wedged in the door. So to gain access to the upstairs, about 2/3 way into the shop, there's a doorway, which is on the right-hand side. The doorway was locked with a fairly hefty padlock. Now, the only people that had access to that padlock was me and probably the shop owners.
So this is central. This is central Heywood, isn't it? It's not hidden away anywhere, is it?
No.
Next door is the post office, yeah. The church up there. So this is plain sight, yeah?
Yes,
it's plain sight. And for the people who are listening to what we do, the connection with Oldham is
the guy who was renting it at the time also stood as a Conservative councillor.
So at the time, the guy who was so at the time these girls were being groomed.
Yes,
the guy who rented this place stood as a Conservative councillor.
Yeah.
Did he get in? No.
No, I don't think he did get in.
For that.
What happened is, the padlock. There was only me who had the key. So they've either cut the padlock off, or somebody's given them a key to get into the upstairs area. Because at the time they was only renting the ground floor. They had no access upstairs because upstairs was basically derelict. So somebody had done that on purpose. And regarding the shop owner, he's got to have had knowledge because this door was right at the side of the kitchens. So if you think people coming into through this restaurant, you've only got to be given an extra set of keys. And how did they get people past them? A busy takeaway. He's got to be involved or knowing the people, and plus it was also his family that was running the takeaway at the time. His brother-in-law and nephews were involved in the running of the takeaway. So these young girls have got to be coming past these people, or they've been given an extra set of keys to get in when the takeaway has been closed. So you can make up your own mind on that one.
And what happened when you? Because you must have challenged this. You must have said, what's going on with these mattresses here?
When I came in and I saw the mattress on the floor, because I knew that they shouldn't have had access to the upper area because it was a fire risk. They were using the tin trays that they use for the takeaways as ashtrays. So each time as I came back, there was an extra mattress and another tray on the floor. Then I went back to whoever was involved. And look, this is going on. At first it went, ignore it. Then I came back when I saw the 3 mattresses and the one in the back room, I was told to mind my own business and never come back here again. Because I used to do the maintenance on the building.
What did you suspect?
I didn't know at the time, because none of this had come out at the time. It was only after with all the other rubbish I'd had various other things, and when it came out into the paper, this is the takeaway.
And it's not this now, is it? I mean, this has changed hands many times.
Changed hands, yeah.
But the building might be owned by the same people.
Yeah, it might be owned by the same people.
Yeah, but look, it's next door to a post office. It's the bloody high street.
Yeah. Well, what about hiding it in plain sight, isn't it?
Yeah.
How would you know if it was customer going into a takeaway or just,
And this is where the young girls were. This is the Heywood Centre. This is
where the upstairs. This is where the girls were raped.
Unbelievable. And you ask anyone? Did you ask anyone afterwards?
No. But basically, I was shut down.
You were told not to come back again.
Yeah. But basically, the marriage went pear-shaped after that, with a lot of issues that were going on. The same guy at the time also had the takeaway down there on the corner.
So the same guy here also had another takeaway down.
Just across the road. Just one across the road.
Wow. It's a lovely. Is it a town? It's a lovely little town, isn't it? I mean, you know, on the facade, you know, it's just a northern working class town.
Don't forget, if they didn't bring the girls through the front entrance, they've also got the rear entrance to bring the girls in as well.
Murky, isn't it?
It's shocking when you think about what went on in here.
We'll go across and point it this way. So now there's a, you know.
Yeah, the left-hand window. There's another mattress in that room as well on the floor. It sort of wedged into like a shower area. In fact, if you come to the side here, you can actually see the door frame of the shower room just through the window.
Yeah.
And that's actually, you actually step down into this back room, and that's where the mattress was on an angle in the doorway.
How many girls? All of them came through here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can imagine, won't you?
Yeah. And
this time of night, when it is dark, this back street is virtually unused.
Yeah, it's dark, isn't it?
A bit of traffic.
You can imagine it, can't you? It becomes different, doesn't it, at night time? Yeah. Wow, unbelievable. Right, and you've been, I mean, so I've got this on tape. You contacted me yourself, didn't you? You contacted me yourself a couple of months ago, and you just wanted to share what had gone on, what you knew about, and.
Well, I actually gave a statement to a police officer, and basically he didn't take much notice of it anyway.
So you
and it's through your website where I've actually, you know, trying to get in the voice and letting people know actually what did go on and what has been hushed up.
So you went to the police after you saw it on the news?
Yeah, there was other things that went on after this regarding my private life, and I made a statement of what I saw here.
Yeah, but you went to the police. You made a statement about what you saw here.
Yes.
Which was the venue that was used.
Yes. And I told them exactly what I'd seen and what I knew. Because I knew that.
And at the time, so we're clear, so people are clear who are listening to us. At the time, this venue was rented by a Conservative councillor candidate in Oldham.
In Oldham, yes.
When I came into this, I didn't believe half the shit I was hearing myself. But the more you uncover, the more layers you see, the more dodgier and dodgier it gets.
Of course it's only like people like you now that the actual, you know, the story is coming out for everything.
Unbelievable. So the question is, who owns it now? Is it the same person, and what did they know?
Exactly.
Because the only people who were done were the guys who actually did the grooming, yeah?
Yes.
Not the guys whose venues perhaps they used, and whether they knew what was going on or not, or whether they, you know.
They've got to have known what was going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was padlocked. Nobody should have had access to the upstairs area. These people working in there, they know when the padlocks either been took off or changed. Or it's impossible not to know. I mean, if they didn't know, well, who'd give them an extra set of keys to gain access to the property?
And also when you asked, because you went back and told them what was going on, you know, in terms of this room is being used, it shouldn't be accessed, these mattresses, and they shut you down.
Yeah, they shut me down.
They shut you down, so they knew.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, mind your own business. So they knew what was going on at the time.
They did, yeah.
Wow, brave man. Really brave man. I appreciate you. You know, I didn't want you on camera. But I wanted to, have people hear your own voice, because I think it makes a massive difference. Because there are people still claiming we're lying and we're making this up.
Well, is it still going on? This is what you've got to ask yourselves. Are your children the next victims?
Do not fear them. Do not fear any of them.